Good day, guys. Bing here. Please excuse my voice. Okay, so previously we did I think an exercise. I recommended not modeling this at all. Just use material and surface pattern to for these panels. So actually today I'm going to show you, so in case we need to model them, how can we do it? Okay, so I'll just quickly do a screenshot of this image. So for a pattern like this, so apparently it need to be a pattern-based family, and then we just need to work out how we can find a pattern in this. So and also it's not only the pattern. We all know that, oh, that's a pattern, right? So that's a shape, and then repeat. So we need to find a best, not best, but like easiest or most reasonable way to model this. For this one, I think what we can do is we can do this. So and it can be multiple ways of doing this, but I think one of the method, it can be this. So if I do this, and so this is a shape, right? So this is one of the shape, and then if we repeat this, you can see it's like a pattern like this. Okay, so wrong. This one's wrong. And go up. Yeah, something like this. So now I'll just leave it here, and we go to Revit. So I'm going to create a new pattern-based family. So I'm going to use curtain wall pattern-based. Okay, you can also use generic model pattern-based. Okay, so we need to find a grid, a pattern that can do this. So I think the one we're going to use is this one. So one, what do we call this? Half step. Okay, so hang on, I'm not sure which direction need to be. Hang on, this can be a little bit tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so how about this? I'll change this one. Change one of them. I'll change this one to 1 meter. No, I think it should be the other way around. I'll make this 3 meter. Oh, hang on, 3 meter and 1 meter for this horizontal grid spacing. Okay, so I guess. Okay, so I guess this is 3. Oh, hang on. So this should be 1.5. Sorry about that. So yeah, so it's more like a square, right? So this is more like a square, and then I think I'm not quite sure about the direction. I think it should be. I've done this before, so because I did this the first time I did this one, I modeled it in the wrong direction. So I think, okay, so what we need to do is I'll do a screenshot of so maybe I'll just do a screenshot of this one. So what we need to do is we need to just create something like this. Okay, of course it's a 3D shape, right? So but yeah, we just need to create 2 sweep like this. So let's quickly do it. Okay, so first we need to pick some points. Okay, so see this one. So it's very simple: a midpoint, 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 and this one's a midpoint again. Okay, so point, draw on face, and we can pick the midpoint. All right, so we have 4 points, and then we need 1 point here. So because we don't have any reference line, so we just need to connect point 2 and 5 and make it reference line. So and then place a point in the middle. So now we have all the points we need. And okay, so and then we can hang on, let me think. Yeah, we might. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just connect this reference line. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, another reference line. Okay, so now we have this reference line. We can we can create some profile. So I'm going to, because this is let me just show that. So this is a panel, and then it's quite thin. We can just use a line for the profile instead of like a closed rectangular shape. So but before that, we need to have, so this is a shape, right? So I think we're going to place some point for the profile. So place it here, and reference, I'm going to use line. Okay, so draw on work plan, set work plan, pick this work plan, and then draw a line. So for this one, I'm going to just to do a it need to be a so depend if you want to, you can add a parameter to it. I think, let me just move this to the middle, to the point. Let's add a dimension to it. I'll see if I can. I'll just add. Let's call this maybe length L, and type is fine. And I'll see if I can control this. So let me change the scale first, so the text is not too big. I'll see if I can adjust this one. Yeah. Oh, looks like, although it can be adjustable, but it's not sent to that point. I'm not sure. Let's try this. I'll just edit. Oh, hang on, wrong one. We can't. Oh, can we do that? Let me try that one. Yeah, looks like we can, and then add another dimension to it. So this time, so this one is the 300. We can just apply that L to it. Yeah. So now should be able to keep this, centered, which is good. Okay, so now this is it, and then also we can add a rotation parameter, angle parameter to it. For example, 45 degree, right? So 45. So now we can add a angular parameter. Let's call it A. Type is okay. Okay. So now we have. So this is one of the profile. Okay. So then we can copy this. Copy everything here. Okay. So this line, the point, dimension, parameters, CC, and select the point and place new host. I'll just place it roughly there, and also I'll just copy this again and place it in the middle roughly. Okay, so the reason why we need 3 profile is if I go here, so I'm going to it's a little bit hard to explain this. So if I'll just do it in Revit. Okay, I'll do it in Revit. So because at this point we want this one to be like this. So at this point, so because we only want this one to touch this one at this here, and then it would become, something like that, right? But at this point, we want it to be more like this. So it's actually like this. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to explain. So maybe I'll just explain in Revit. Okay, so see here. So at this point, we want this profile to be centered, you know, here, right? But at this point, we want this one. So actually, I need to remove this equal and then move this point to here. So and then of course in the middle, I'll just type in 0.5. And then I'll just drag this to the end. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, and 3 reference lines. So we can create a form. So this is it. Okay, and then I'm not sure if I can copy or not. Maybe let me just Control Z. Sorry, Control Z. I don't want to copy extra points. So now I can just select this. Okay, CC, copy it to somewhere, and maybe just another 2. Okay, so we need 3, and pick this point, pick new host, place it here, pick this point, pick new host, place it here, and also the directions, I think it's correct, and then this one. So once again, we need to delete the equal and move this one to the other end and select this point and pick new host and place it here, and then change this one to 0.5. And also I want to make sure that when I change the length, it's still, you know, at the let's just try. Okay, so if I change it to 400, let's see what happens. Okay, good. So still you can see this reference line start from this point. Okay, good. And this equal, yeah. And we can select, let's create the shape. So I'll drag this to this end, drag this to this end, drag this point to this end. Now we can start to create the shape. So 1, 2, and where is it? 3, and create a form, and 1 and 2 and 3, and create a form. Okay, so I think that's roughly it. Let's have a test. If I want to change this angle, so 30 degree, yeah, don't worry about that. I think it still works. I change this one to 500. Yeah, it still works. Okay, so now let's have a test. So I'm going to create a new, I'll use a Conceptual Mass. And in this mass, I'm going to just draw a rectangular shape. So roughly this size, okay? So, and then create a form, and there's no option, but that's fine. I delete that top surface, and we only have one surface. So we can use divided surface and change this one to half step. So I'm going to just change this one. Oh no, wrong one, sorry. Change this one, 20, yeah, it's more like this. So now we can load this into this one and change it to family 1. Okay, looks like something's not right. Let's try to figure out what's going on here. I think it's probably because the size of this. So let's try to select one of this family, edit type, change this one to smaller size, maybe 200. Yeah, that's better. So now you can see that's roughly it. So it's not 100%, you know, perfect, like match this, but so you can see, you can, oh hang on, looks like it's broken at some stage. Yeah, well, we were trying to fix that. Okay, so but yeah, it's quite close now. So, and also you can still change the size. So change the angle, for example, 45 degree, 10 degree, Yeah, so looks like something's not quite right. So let's see where it is. Couldn't figure out here. So there's a little, yeah, so here, so you can see it's not matching. Interesting. And so that's 500. Let's try this one. I'll change this one to a different yeah, I think it should be this. I'm not sure which one. It looks like the same here, but yeah, it's anyway. I think okay. Yeah, let me change this one to 44 degree again. Maybe sorry, 30 degree. With 200. Yeah, I think it must be some. Let me just double check. I'll just H and then have a look. Okay, there's what's that? What's going on here? 0.4. Yeah, that's correct. 0.5. Why this one should be hang on, let me just try to move this. So 0.5 should be here. Why it's not? Yeah, looks like something's not quite right. Let me just try to. Looks like this one's not in the middle. Might be the issue. Hang on. Let me try to select. Okay, so it looks like. See this one? It's 0.55. So if I change to 0.5. It will sit in the middle, so I think that's probably it. And then I'll change this one to 0.5, so it should overlap with that point, so you can see this warning, right? Great. I think we found this issue. So let's load this one back. This will fix that. So now you can see it matched perfectly. Great. Okay. So you can see. That's it. Okay, so and yeah, and then let me just copy this one. So when you change, so it can be used for different size. So for example, if I copy this here and create another one, create another form, no option, just click anywhere and delete this. And then divide surface. So for example, this one, I'll change this to a bigger scale and change it to a step 1, 2. And apparently, if I use family 1, it will use same. And then it's not quite right. So we can edit, select one, edit type. So to select individual one, you need to use a tab key to pick individual one. Edit type, we can duplicate, and then we can change. We can just make up a large scale, so apply. Okay. Oh, sorry, only change one, but yeah, that's fine. You can select the whole thing now and change it to the second one. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And then yeah, I think that's it. And you might want, and then you can also play with this. So it doesn't need to be straight. You can also, for example, you can create a curve, or you can even have different angles between the edge one and the middle one. So for example, I'll just quickly show you. We can just try to select the point with the angle, not this one, HH. Let's hide it. And this one, so see this one, there's a rotation angle same as those. So we can actually create a different one. So let's call it B, and maybe we'll just we can change it later. So HH again, because we have another one here. So I'm going to just link this one to B instead of A. So now we can load this one in here, and then we select this edit type, so we can change, we can give different angles for them. So for example, I'll just type in 10 degree, make it 40 degree, click on that, you will change, you will see it will twist this. I think something's not right. Maybe hang on. Yeah, I think that's hang on. So yeah, it's not the connection between, it looks like the connection between these are not yeah, it's not perfect now. So it's maybe, yeah, I think we should just yeah, you can always play with all these angles, or even just create curved profiles for them instead of like straight line. Okay, so yeah, I think this is it. I'll just have another play. Let's try 30 degree, 45 degree, and how about 0 degree, and see what happens. Oh yeah, it's quite interesting. Anyway, so yeah, so create this sharp corner, so which is not that good. Anyway, what happens if I type 0 degree? Oh, it's become a flat. Not good. 30, maybe it's just 30 degree, all the same. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so this is it. I will upload this family, so it's quite a simple one. And actually, I'll just quickly explain. In this one, so you can see all these connection, those angled connection. So this is because the profiles are perpendicular to this reference line. Another option for this one is you can actually place this profile, so this one and this one, instead of onto a point on this reference line, you can place them onto a point, so onto the original, the original point we placed on the midpoint. So which means the orientation of these two profile will be perpendicular to this reference line. So instead of diagonal one, so you will slightly change the look of this pattern. So you won't see these lines. You will see a vertical like a line like that. It will be line or like aligned that direction. But the shape of the panel will be very, very similar. So that's just a slightly different way of doing the sweep, like create the form. And this is it. Okay, so I hope you learned something. Yeah, I think it's most important for this exercise is how you can find a pattern, and then that you can create using pattern-based family. You can create using one of these what do we call this? Patterns. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.